Guys, how many of you are Archie heads? You've read the comics? क्या झूठ बोल रहे हैं ये लोग? इसके पहले 4 लोग थे. And now every... Okay, Zoya, Rima, it's the 60s. It's an American comic book. It's something that we have all known about. Maybe a lot of them have not read about. Simple question. Let's start with the simplest of them all. Why the Archies?
Why did I choose to make the Archies? Well, I think the Archies chose me. I owe that to Netflix. I'm blessed that they called me, and this happens to be my favorite comic growing up, and hers. I mean, there was no way I'm going to say no.
Rima, जब से इस फिल्म के बारे में हमने सब कुछ जाना है, I think let's start with the fact कि जब news आई that Archies का एक adaptation बनने वाला है. My first thought was, okay, ये तो 60s की कहानी है, ये एक बहुत ही American story थी. What was the biggest challenge कि ये Indian audience के लिए हम कैसे adapt कर पाएंगे?
Yeah. Firstly, Archies is not really just only 60s. It started back then, but it's over the ages. We chose to go back to the 60s because our brief was to kind of bring out the essence of the original Archies. It's timeless, it's about family, it's friends, it's community, it's all the things that matter. And for Zoya and me, we wanted to connect back to a time in our childhood when we didn't have all the things that kids today have, but you know, it was a time where you felt like less was more. We didn't have all this digital barrage, and we didn't have, you know, there was no television even, I think. It was there for like 2 hours a day or something, you know. So we wanted to kind of hark back to a time like that, and therefore the 60s.
Okay, Zoya, let's go back to your last film, Gully Boy. Thank you so much for that. You see, they're already screaming. Zoya, after that film, you could have created any film, any story, you could have gotten any actor, but you decided to open a film school because you got these kids and you taught them everything that there is to the movies, to this beautiful world. How was that?
When you know, you don't go into a project for an actor. You go into a project for a story. And you're going to tell the story, and whichever actors work for that story are the actors that you want for that project. That's how it works. So when Archies came to me, it had to be, they were 17 in the film, so they had to be teenagers, they had to be completely new, and these were the best of the lot because we auditioned people for 8 months. And these 9 actually, Midge and Moose included, killed it. Yeah.
Feeling happy about it, folks? Yeah, getting all the compliments. Meera, I think, is recording it. And no, I'm just kidding, man. Okay, Zoya, just one last question before I ask you ladies to go join these wonderful people. Now, you worked with some of the finest actors in the country. Like, we go back to your first film, the late legend Rishi Kapoor Saab, Hrithik, Shah Rukh Khan, you got Farhan, then you got Abhay Deol, Ranveer, Priyanka, Anushka. You had kids who were facing the camera for the first time. Was that difficult, easy? Because we know how much you have nurtured actors in your films from everybody that we have heard.
Well, the only thing that I think was different was, the 2 things were different. One was the time of prep was expanded. So they had a bigger prep time. They had to rehearse more. They had to train more before they came onto set. And the second thing was they're different from those actors because this was the first time. So it was actually the enthusiasm, the joy, the excitement, I kind of vicariously relived my debut through them. And I don't think I've had as much fun and as much of an easy time as I had with them.
The wonderful things about you keep going on.
They were just about to clap for themselves.
Yeah. Suhana is the most nervous right now. She's like,
yeah,
okay,
this is why I love them. They were clapping for themselves.
Guys, come on, louder. Can we have a big round of applause for all 7 of you? All right. Last one for you, Rima. Like I always keep saying, 2 of the strongest headed, minded ladies. Were there disagreements, what to keep, what not to keep when you're making?
Always.
Always?
Always. I think that's part of that's actually one of the pros of writing together. That's why you need two heads. And they should be different. They shouldn't be thinking alike. There's no point working with two identical heads.